Listen, consoles are alright, but in this day and age, PCs are easily better. You can build and upgrade a PC anytime, like Legos for adults pretty much. Meanwhile, console gamers are stuck waiting for the next overpriced brick to come out. Now, I'm not 100% against consoles, but my problem comes with the modern age of console gaming. But before we go, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like, leave a comment, and don't forget to give the bell icon brain trauma. Alright, let's go. Back in 2017, I used to have this hunk of shit PC that I got as a gift in 2015. And I had it from 2015 all the way until 2022, with upgrades in 2020, but that's not the point. What happened was that in 2017, I wanted to get a gaming PC. And after some unfortunate considerations, my dumb 15-year-old brain was swindled into buying an Xbox One S. Which at the time I was happy with, but I've come to regret that decision a while later, for so many reasons I'm going to disclose later. But as I grew up, I realized I blew $300 on a white brick instead of a decent gaming computer. But with a little story aside, here we go. Hey, come back! That's mine, you prick! I gotta watch yourself around San Andreas. Anyway, to start on a strong point, computers can be upgraded. You want nicer graphics? Throw in a new graphics card. Need a bigger drive? Drop an SSD on that sucker. Easy peasy, for the most part, because at some point you'll reach a ship of Theseus situation. Now, back in the 2000s where PC gaming was primitive, consoles easily soloed PCs due to their strength and performance, but also their popularity. But in this day and age, you can easily build a monster gaming PC that can decimate the likes of the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series, whatever. Now, for consoles, getting a PS Vita or Nintendo Switch or an older console like the Wii and even GameCube makes sense, right? Because it has exclusives and the vibe. But where's the wow factor in the new-gen consoles of today? The only reason that would work is if you live in a poorer country where computer parts are expensive, and that makes sense. But let's say you have good money, some expertise, or you could just give money to someone to help you with it. What's preventing you from getting a decent gaming PC? Exclusives? They'll just release on PC at a later date. But even if price comes as a concern, computers give you more quote-unquote investment return. And I'll explain that later. But there is not much of an experience when it comes to modern consoles. But we're talking about performance, so excuse the off topic. You can also fine-tune and even install mods that can enhance the graphics even more. And it's only getting stronger from this point. Next point. What a waste. See if I can take that to a pawn shop or something. Or maybe I can use it to pay my collateral and rent. Yeah, that's a good idea. This seems like a good place. Anyway, on to games. Now earlier, I talked about exclusives in game consoles, and to clarify, you don't have access to as many games as PC, since everything feels filtered and curated. The games need to be approved and ported over to the console, so what about games that are both in console and PC? Well, due to these reasons and more, console ports might end up being more expensive and having weird pricing, and on top of all this, you don't have the best performance or enjoyment out of it. You only get what the specs of the consoles allow. But in PC, however, you want to play Grand Theft Auto 5 looking like a pile of shit, or looking very nice? Go ahead. The graphic settings are right there for you when you need them. But it's not entirely something to shame you. This is only my opinion on why I don't like console gaming. Anyway, on console exclusives, it's not exactly a big deal because usually those kind of games end up selling on PC. But it's not just that. There's also backwards compatibility as well as emulators. I have recently finished the likes of Midnight Club 3 and The Godfather's Done Edition. And those kind of games, they never released on PC and aren't sold by the respective companies anymore. So that gives you the ability to play newer games like Red Dead Redemption 2 and ancient games like the first Super Mario. Ooh, gotta make sure not to mention emulation and anything owned by Nintendo in the same sentence. Anyway, as I was trying to say, you get the ability to play both types of games on the same PC and online multiplayer games too. But on that topic, there's something that really bothers me. Paid online subscriptions always bothered me when you needed a subscription to play online for some reason, which doesn't make any sense. You already have the console, the game, and the internet. For what reason do you even need a subscription when you wouldn't likely play every moment of every single day? I'm not someone who plays online games very often. I don't want to spend like $20 a month for a service I'm only going to use like a few times every week. It's a very scummy thing to do, and I'm waiting for that generational curse to be broken eventually. Or not. But no, seriously. You've already paid for the game, paid for the console, and now they're asking you to pay just to play online? Is it like buying a car and then being told you need to pay extra just to drive it on the road? The worst part is, people are actually so used to it that they just accept it like it's normal. And yeah, sure, some games like Overwatch and Fortnite give you free online play, but to be real, who the hell plays Overwatch 2? Then again, maybe it would be too harsh to let you pay for an online subscription to play Overwatch, so they just cut the middleman out. Next point. Now, I spoke about mods in this video quite a lot, so finally I'm gonna talk about them. Modding. Do you want to play GTA San Andreas with actually good graphics, stability, and bug fixes without having to play the absolute clusterfuck that was a defective edition? Just downgrade the game, patch it, install mod loader and silent A size loader, and boom! You got San Andreas ready for modding. You can relive your childhood trauma of watching myth hunting videos, but you get to see them in real time. You want CJ to live in a futuristic alien world? Boom! You want a mod that restores beta content, missions, and lots of things that make the game actually more definitive than the definitive edition claims? Boom! Hell, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is not the only game with an active modding community. What about Skyrim, Left 4 Dead 2, Plants vs Zombies, and much more? You have sites like Nexus Mods and ModDB that are jam-packed full of mods for so many games. Next point. Remember earlier when I said gaming PCs offer a return investment? Yup. Now, with a console you can just play, but of course there's also the built-in awkward experience of using the console version of YouTube and Google Chrome and Twitch and other apps as well. But consoles are made entirely for gaming and gaming alone. Now, with a gaming computer, instead of just gaming, you can do the following. Now, with that into consideration, it is understandable not everyone wants to do the following and simply just wants to have a good time playing video games. It's like someone who just wants to get a snack getting Wagyu steak, but think of it as a Swiss Army knife versus just a normal knife. Sure, the knife gets the job done, but the Swiss Army knife gives you so many more options. Want to watch streams while drawing? You need another monitor, but yeah, PC's got you. I'm not gonna give more examples, but there is so much you can do at once. Next point. Now, with consoles, you can buy games from the dedicated store. Or if you still live under a TV remote, you can buy a physical copy, so you can install it. Look, just buy the damn game digitally. But on PC, you got Steam, Epic Game Store, GOG, Humble Bundle, and if you're a crooked crook, there's shady sites like D2A and Kingwin. It's not just the vast amount of places you can buy games in, but there's also the insane deals you can get on each storefront, like the Steam Summer Sale and Winter Sale. Epic Game Store and how they randomly decide to give you free games. Look, I have the Callisto Protocol, which I was saving up to get, and I was shocked to see a limited deal on it for free, so that saved me a fortune. Or GOG and their sales, as well as selling smaller games, which gives even more variety. Or Humble Bundle, who also sometimes give free games but also give you great deals. But another argument that gives a point to PC gaming is the vast majority and availability of mini games. Name any indie or AA game that has come out within the past few years, and most of them don't even release on console. And even if that's the case, they're still played more on PC rather than the console ports. But another point on game availability, can you play Wrestling Empire, Team Fortress 2, Half-Life, Left 4 Dead 2, Five Nights at Freddy's, Garry's Mod, and Postal 2 on modern consoles? If yes, can you play them optimally? What about older games, Def Jam Fight for New York, The Warriors, Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories, The Godfather, SmackDown Here Comes the Pain, and even more. Look, I know those games I just mentioned are not on PC, but I will reiterate that those games are easily playable on PC with emulators like PCSX2. Oh man, that was a very long trip across San Andreas. And you, viewer, thank you so much for watching this video. Join the Discord, subscribe, like, leave a comment, and I'll see you all very soon. Oh, hey Repo, I got some collateral for you. Here, you can have this.
Oh, what's this?
That is a graphics card, lightly used and shouldn't be refused.
Oh, alright, I guess I'll be taking this then. Business doing business with you.